Caution! This is not meant to be an instructional video. We are not professionals. We are just RV owners attempting to upgrade our own RV. We are not responsible for anyone attempting this upgrade on their own. WeRmudfun!
Today's pit stop, we will be unboxing, installing, and demoing the remote power monitor by SurgeGuard. This is model 40300. Alright, before we go any further, I just want to state that this particular model will only work with SurgeGuard's model 35550, which is the 50 amp protector, and model 35530, which is the 30 amp protector. I had called the company because I had ordered a different monitor, the 40298. That one will only work with their models 34560, which is the 50 amp, and 34520, which is the 30 amp. Both of those models have been discontinued. If you buy one online, then you need to get the different monitor. The install will be the same either way. Alright, so unboxing, that's pretty much it. You have the monitor itself. You will have 50 feet of cable. You can virtually go anywhere in your RV with this and mount it. And of course the instructions, and they are two-sided. So let's get out to the RV, find a location, and put this baby in. And the reason that we got the monitor was because the electrical compartment on the Precept 35S is, well, extremely small. And trying to mount our SurgeGuard, we got the 35550, in there would be a little bit difficult, and it would be a little bit difficult to read. So we went with the second logical place, right under the bed where the shoreline comes in. Unfortunately, to get to it, you have to lift up the bed. You gotta take out the 5 screws holding on this panel to get into here, just to check to see, make sure everything is okay. Alright, so we had a heck of a time trying to find a place to actually put this. I wanted to put it right here. I actually wanted to put it in here with the rest of the command center, but there's really no room. So, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna mount it right here. That'd be a good spot for it.
Yes.
We do have access to behind this wall inside the bathroom under the tub. Alright, so this is the access panel I just told you about. Just gotta pull the 2 screws out of it. And that will give me the access in here. Alright, so in through the access. See back there to where the drain pipes are? You can probably see that the wall board has been cut away. That's where I'm going to get my access from. Alright, where the blue hoses are, they actually go down and out of the RV right there. It is a huge hole we are going to have to fix. But that's where I'll be running the wire out of the RV going back to the bedroom. Alright, so we wanted to make sure that we could get the cable through the wall before we actually committed ourselves and put a hole right here. So we did. We fished it down through. So we're good to go now. We're going to mount it to the wall and then run the wire, hook it up to the SurgeGuard, and call it done. Alright, so what we did, we took the cover off of this. That gave us our template for the wall. And we have drawn out our hole that we'll be cutting out. Alright, so to save on mess and not risking cutting any wires that may be coming down from here behind the wall, I'm going to cut it out with an X-Acto knife. It can be done, it just have to go slow. And you'll have to make quite a few passes. Just take your time. If you go a little bit over, it's okay, because the cover panel is going to be wider. But just keep going. Follow your lines.
Now it's a door.
And there you go. Alright, so we've made the cut, we've done our trimming. Fits pretty good. The cover will go over it, just like that. Of course, this will be back up too. That should look pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so just mounting it now. Just so you know, you do need to provide your own screws. I found 4 in my junk drawer. We'll be done here in no time. Putting this back on, the cover. Alright, you could probably just make out that circular cut. It looks like a piece of metal up there. That is where the cable's coming out. So, we're going to move this to the back, drill a hole, and pop it back up through. So I had some of the split flex tubing lying around, and I will use it. I'm just going to run the cable through. It doesn't say that you have to. I just feel it's just another level of protection for it. So that's what I'll be putting on now. So you can see the black split flex tubing right there. That, of course, is the cable. I've been working it down the frame, and I am almost to where I need to be. That is where the shore power is going in and going up to the surge guard. All right, so there you can see it is going up through the floor, same place where the shoreline is. We knocked some of the great stuff, like stuff out, whatever that stuff is. We'll put some more on. So let's go hook this baby up.
So we fished it up next to the shoreline. And now we just have to plug it in.
Yeah, brought it up behind what we mounted the surge guard on, just to keep things out of the way. And boom. All right, so we're in the delay. Should be 128 seconds. The surge guard does this to make sure that when you're plugged into the pedestal, that the electricity coming out of there is set up correctly. So that's what the delay is. Alright, so it came on at 126. Obviously our electricity is very good here at the house. Alright, so this will be your normal screen right here. See the two lines? The top one is line 1, bottom one is line 2. We have 50 amp service. If you have 30 amp service and are using this same monitor, you'll only have one line in there. This is the normal operation screen. So now if I go to the right, you'll see line 1 is pulling 120 volts to 119, 120, keep switching on me. This is where 30 amp, you will have the same thing too. The next screen you will not have if you have 30 amp, because this is line 2. Line 2 is pulling 120 volts. The next screen, line 1, how many amps are being drawn? Currently there are none being drawn on line 1. On line 2 there are currently 2 amps being drawn. The nice thing about this is you can turn things on in the RV just so you know how many amps they're drawing. And it just helps from popping fuses in circuits. Continuing to move on. Okay, so for view faults, what this will do is it will store any faults. Let's see if I can do this. Push in. Okay. See how it says fault 1? If I go along, if there was any faults, it would say what they were. But seeing how there isn't any, I mean, there shouldn't be. We get back out of that screen. So after the faults page, you click it one more time and it goes back to the normal operation screen. Now, if you go backwards, it just goes back through everything I just showed you. As far as view faults go, I will put a list of what the faults are that this will tell you right now. And there you go, the Surge Guard remote monitor. So until our next pit stop.
The end.